After being a vegan for almost a month, I suffered. And I was following the guidance of Freelee. While I was a vegan, there was a lack in nutrients consistently, and Freelee didn't give me the proper instruction. When it comes to self-gratification, okay, like for a man gratifying themselves, I hope you understand what I mean by this.
So Greg was tired and had heart pains after masturbation and intercourse.
And now that I'm fully vegetarian and I've gotten my protein again, I'm better. Okay, I'm healthy again. Another negative side effects of the veganism, again, was lower energy.
We are recording. This is Gary, the vegan carburetor. I've been telling people that almost all my videos are important, and this is another one. I cannot not make a video about this, no matter how many people don't watch. I have to comment on this. 23 hours ago from right now, YouTube's Onision made a video, a really big one for the vegan community. In short, he went vegan a month ago from vegetarianism, we'll get into that, and he did so at the advice of YouTube's Freelee. Of course. And if you've been in this community for only a few months, you can probably guess what happened. He stopped his diet of veganism.
I was vegan for like a month almost, and here's what happened. I stopped eating egg whites, and I focused a lot less on the fake meats, etc. So I'm depriving myself of these foods, and I'm trying to replace them with other foods. And down the line, I started to have physical repercussions.
Before I get into dispelling some of the ignorance and myths that he spread in his video, I want to address a couple things. Some of you are probably thinking, well, Onision is a big troll. All this stuff is true. He does a lot of clickbait. He does things just to get views. And Freelee's a big clickbaiter. And so when they get together, you might assume it's all a bunch of crap. But actually, on a deeper level, the two of them are serious about a lot of the stuff they talk about. You can tell when they're being genuine. I've always suspected that people would say they're vegan and then say it on a video title to get views, and then another video title saying they quit to get views. But I think this one's genuine, and Onision says he was vegetarian for many years. We should take this seriously anyway, because a lot of people who watch this video will take it seriously. Freelee, I've watched since her whole 8 years on YouTube. I am a leading expert on her, but I'm not defending her in this video. I will defend some of the advice she gives, but not all of it. Now, to sum up the message of his video, which is what people are gonna take from his video, he's basically saying that vegetarianism's okay. That's a good message, that you don't need meat. But what he's saying specifically in this video is that it's okay to not eat meat as long as you're eating eggs, which is just another animal product that's like meat. So what he's really saying here is that it's not okay to go without meat or animal products, because you have to do other things in its place. And this is wrong. It's wrong for everyone. He cannot get out of this with the individuality fallacy. I just made that up right here. Now, so far, the only person to respond to this new news here with a video response is the vegan Footsoldier, and he focused on one aspect of where Onision went wrong. And I'll show you some clips of that coming up later. Now I want to add one thing that most people miss and never talk about. Onision had some big problems on the diet that he was eating. But before I tell you exactly what was going on, let's hear Onision's explanation, his expert diagnosis, and his description of his problems.
When I stretched, it felt like my chest was going to rip in half.
Now that symptom sounds very serious. So how can I possibly defend veganism against that? It's actually really easy. You have to have experience in this. And I am more qualified in this situation than anyone just out of college with their PhD. Many years experience, my own self-experience, and many years studying other people, such as Onision. He is just the latest in hundreds of people I've studied. Remember what I said 30 seconds ago. That symptom sounds really bad. The key word? Sounds. That symptom is a feeling. It's the feeling of pain. His chest was not actually close to tearing apart. That was simply the feeling that the body was sending to the mind through pain signals. And the signals of pain is simply to get you to react to something that's going on. This problem cannot be caused by simply eliminating animal products from your diet. And it is not. He even acknowledged that in the next thing he said.
Okay, and that's a feeling I haven't had since I was a meat eater. I don't know why I had it when I was a meat eater, but when I was a vegetarian it went away.
Which means it wasn't a vegan diet. What he has here in his chest is an old injury, probably physical, but not necessarily. As the mind and body are connected, some of this could be psychological. What he felt when he was young was the direct result of some kind of injury that he may have forgotten. What happened when he went vegan, the damage of that injury remanifested, came to the surface. I've had this happen to me many times, and I've heard it happen to many other people who eat in a really simplistic way. And this is very common for people fasting. It is commonly referred to as a healing crisis. What was going on with him was actually a good thing. But when you're healing, you will experience some pain.
I stopped eating egg whites, which was primarily what I consumed that wasn't vegan.
For those of you who don't know, eggs are a highly toxic food. As a matter of fact, that is one of the purposes of eggs. They are one of the ways chickens remove toxins from their body. And they got a lot of stuff to detox. Chemicals, the shots that they're given. Imagine all the stuff that comes out of a person or an animal. Most of that stuff is filled with toxins. It's stuff that the body is getting rid of because it's waste. And eggs are not even food. They are a chicken's, period. The chicken's getting rid of it because it's gone bad. So considering that Onision was using eggs because he thought that was keeping him going, so exactly how many eggs was this guy eating? And not only does that accumulate a lot of toxins inside of him, but when the body's busy dealing with toxins coming in, it doesn't bother trying to detox the stuff that's already there because it doesn't have the energy. But when you suddenly remove all those toxins and simplify your diet and eat in a much more simple and easy way that's easy on the body has the energy and the time to detox old problems that will come to the surface. And when the body's dealing with it, you're going to feel it. And that's exactly what happened.
When you're stretching and you feel like your whole body's about to rip in half, something's got to change. And I was contacted by a lieutenant colonel who said that that was because of a lack in protein. So I was brought back to Freelee's comments regarding protein, and I was a little upset as a result of that.
Lieutenant Colonel? Is he in the Army? Well, I don't know.
Contacted by a lieutenant colonel who said that...
Well, since I don't know what he's referring to, I'm just going to assume that this is a lieutenant colonel of nutrition. But by jumping right to, where'd you get your protein? He sounds more like a lieutenant colonel of bro science. This is the protein myth. There's people who've eaten no food for 3 weeks and didn't have problems with protein.
All various nutritional organisations, dietetic associations, the World Health Organization, medical institutions, they have all arrived on various figures of protein you need in your diet. Most of them you can meet very, very easily on a vegan diet if you get enough calories, just eating maybe a few beans here and there. I actually went on a low protein diet when I was doing loads of sport. I was doing like 300-kilometer rides.
Freelee's advice may be unthorough. That's what I would call it. I wouldn't say inconsistent like he did. I don't know. Maybe his brain is inconsistent. Because guess what? He did not follow Freelee's advice.
9 calories to a gram of fat, but there's only 4 calories to a gram of carbohydrate. So you have to like double your portion sizes to get the same amount of calories as you'd get if you were eating at KFC. So this is what he was eating for breakfast. So here we've got 1 unripe banana and an insignificantly small bit of melon with a glass of orange juice. So small. Is that a troll post? Tiny slither of pineapple. The next one is got like a small thing of berries, and I'm guessing this is an evening meal. The next breakfast, what the hell is this?
That's right. It's the same old story. Now, I wouldn't follow her advice 100% either, and I don't. I've been eating similar to the way she eats for longer than she has. Much longer, twice as long. Since 1994, I've been eating a low-protein diet, which Onision focuses on as a problem. I'd say his diet was even lower in protein than mine. But that's not because of Freelee's advice. See, he wasn't doing it right. He was missing the most important advice that Freelee gives. And his video from like a month back, where the two of them were talking together, he showed the footage, some of the footage from that. But in that whole video of his, I couldn't find where Freelee emphasizes calories, large portion sizes. And is that surprising to you? Because that's almost all she talks about. So I don't think she just forgot about this. I think Onision just didn't put it in that video. That'll sum it up here. I want to know what you think in the comments below. And rate this video thumbs up or down. Share the video because I want people to see this, like Onision and his fans. And subscribe. Trying to get to 2,000. Maybe something will happen there. Hey, maybe 3,000. I think I could do it.